Hope this email finds you well. Overworked Underplayed is a not safe for work Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast about a group of young professionals from the real world who find themselves transported into a strange but familiar place full of fantasy and magic. Please see attached for episode description and content warnings. Thanks for listening.
My dearest cousin, Miss Fizzle, our grand expedition to the Great Orrery has been a trial of great patience. Our journey at its outset was nearly derailed by a quarrel amongst my companions. The drow, known as Miss Crystal No. 2, must have been suffering a bout of hysteria because she believes that the cult leader has usurped her identity, and then she tried to derail our entire expedition. Luckily, a few of our other companions, level-headed fellows such as my gnome friend Jimothy, managed to subdue and calm her in the moment. For a time, I feared our journey would be for naught. Upon arriving at the ruins, our first member was nearly set ablaze. But fortunately, it appears that my companions are full of knowledge and surprises, as they were able to solve the riddle of the door. Wish me luck. We have made entry into the rotunda, but this is no time for afternoon tea and biscuits. May we speak again, cousin, as we continue into the unknown.
Hey, Professor, why are you talking like that?
Nothing. I was just reviewing some notes for my book. Yes, for my book.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Just I'll catch up with you in just a few. I need to go drain the dragon, so they say. Hello, my unpaid interns. I am Alex Capps, and this is Overworked and Underplayed, a D&D podcast for young professionals by young professionals. Today's icebreaker is, how do your characters unwind after a long day at work?
Hi, I'm Kyle. I play Jimothy 6, and Jimothy's favorite way to unwind after a long, hard day at work is to go home and stand in the shower in silence for 30 minutes. That's it.
What up? It's your boy Marcel Hardy playing Richard Cox, a human consultant turned halfling bard who wholly believes it's better to be lucky than good, but it's best to be both. And Richard unwinds after work by disassociating for a couple of hours.
So almost the same as
I'm sensing a theme here.
Hi, I'm Annalyn Hardy. I play Taylor Jacobs, a centaur barbarian who's a marketing coordinator in the old world. So when she is at home after work, which we all know doesn't happen early, she loves a little nose candy. So she gets home, clears off her counter in her studio apartment, gets comfortable, gets out her little vial, and just takes a deep breath. And the sweet aroma of Crystal Clarity's first line of products, called Sleep With Me, wafts through her nostrils.
Hi, my name is Katie, and I play Crystal. She is a drow druid and the owner of her very own MLM, Crystal Clarity, which is not something she uses to wind down at the end of the day.
Because she knows they don't work.
She's neither confirming nor denying that those essential oils work or don't work. But Crystal doesn't really unwind. She's always on the hustle, always on the grind. She is always on Facebook, even when she's not. She's like constantly checking messages, constantly communicating with her downline, constantly communicating with vendors. Her version of unwinding is like probably like a super long bubble bath, but she's still on her phone working.
Hey, I'm Marjorie. I play Amy Ann, a basic B rough and tumble human fighter. She has a freshly minted dentistry degree. Her unwinding after a long day of pulling teeth she would go to the gym, maybe get home, call her mom, call her brother, reconnect with some folks, sit on the couch. Nothing exciting.
Nice.
You're so wholesome.
Come forward again.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I play Bentley, the IT paladin. Bentley's favorite way to wind down after work is to actually get winded up playing League of Legends until he eventually rage quits and goes to sleep.
The DM unwinds, like most DMs, after a session by finding a dark, soundproof room and just screaming into the abyss.
Hey listeners, this show is made possible by the support of our awesome patrons. In addition to a thank you for their support, our patrons get an ad-free listening experience and access to exclusive bonus content. In the weeks between episodes, our patrons are getting an extra show where we recap episodes and talk about some of our favorite moments. For more details about what you can get by supporting us on Patreon, check us out at patreon.com/ownuppod.
You guys made it through the first of the puzzle doors. You guys made it into this room is called the Rotunda, and it has 3 doors, one directly in front of you and then one to each side of you, and there's a little gargoyle statue above, and one always lies, one always tells the truth, and one tells you what it thinks you want to hear.
Hey, Fizzlebang, how would you handle this?
No, we can't have the TS cheating.
Is it?
he looks and he starts thinking to himself. He goes, "This is quite the conundrum, because obviously what we want is to find the right door."
I got it.
Oh.
What is 2 + 2? And I ask all of them.
One of the gargoyles goes, 7.
Okay, that's the one that lies. What do the other ones say?
The one at the very back says 2 + 2 equals 4. And then the one on the right says 2 + 2 equals 4.
Okay. So we can just disregard the door that says 7. We need to figure out between the other 2.
Okay, so we ask the one on the rightmost side, should I go down your path?
He said, yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask the one in the middle, hey, is your path safe?
As far as you know.
I think we need to go down the door on the right.
So I think the one in the middle is the one that tells us what we want to hear, and I just want to test it. Hey, so what do you think of me?
The gargoyle, it turns and it, scans you up and down. It says, oh my gosh, your boots are so cute.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, they are, aren't they?
You're, color matched with the socks and everything. Oh,
Yeah, I
That's
tried really, really
fantastic.
hard. Thank you so much.
hey, are those extensions? Or is that
You
your
know what?
actual hair?
It was extensions, but I think it's my natural hair now.
Oh my gosh, girl.
I know.
That could be a liar, too.
And then Crystal, she's like, thank you so much, girl. And then she turns around.
Anytime.
And then she turns around and her face immediately falls. And she's like, that's the guy that tells me what I want to hear.
We already knew that, though.
Well, but
We weren't sure.
She was testing a theory.
I was testing a theory.
So
and
confirmed we go right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I think we just
right.
go to the right.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys approach, and the gargoyle looks down and she says, which one of you is approaching the door?
Jimothy.
Fuck, yeah. I want to go up to the door on the right and try to open it.
All right, as you approach, it looks down and says, and this is the door you have selected?
Confirmed.
The door opens,
Okay, sick. Let's go.
and you hear a clicking sound.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just kidding. You step in, and more lamps light themselves, and you see a very simple stone room, and you see a door at the other end of it. Basically, if you enter this room and you turn left, you would see a door. The other sides are just walls, and there's a single table at the center of the room with what appears to be a bottle of very, very old wine.
Bentley, you're up.
Why me?
Well, because you're the biggest, so if it's poison, it'll be the slowest to kill you.
I should also note that the door to the left is open.
I feel like Miss Jameson's the biggest, technically. She's got the whole horse body. Jameson.
I was like, who's that?
He said alcohol.
You said the door on the left is open?
Yes.
Amy Ann's just gonna peek in there.
Okay, it's just a hallway.
Okay. Hey, it's just a hallway.
So why would we drink this mysterious substance?
I can't resist the prompt, and I'm going to pick the bottle up, and I'm going to open it.
Does it say drink me?
I'm going to open it.
So is it just you approaching it?
Yes.
Okay. So as you grab it, you see on the bottle it says Boone's Farm.
Oh,
And-
God.
2 arrows fire out of the ceiling. One grazes you but doesn't hurt you. The other one is a direct hit, right into your shoulder.
Timothy, not again.
And you're going to take 4 piercing damage from the arrow from the ceiling.
No, he uses that shoulder.
I use both of them.
Is he right-handed or left-handed?
That's a good question.
Hang on,
Ambidextrous.
re-say what shoulder did it hit?
Your right shoulder.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Is right-handed.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've been arrowed. If I was any taller, it would probably hit my knee, but luckily it hit my shoulder.
So I imagine you had the wine bottle in your right hand. Are you still holding it?
I firmly grasped it.
And as you pick it up, you realize it's empty.
Is there a message in it?
No.
Oh.
It
Okay.
was just a prompt.
Mm.
Can we just? You want to break it?
Can I detect magic on this bottle?
You would not detect anything magical about this bottle. It was literally just something put in the middle of a room to distract someone.
Cool. Well, now y'all are all safe, so thank you.
Disarm the
Jimmy.
trap, everybody.
Yeah, 2 of us have now taken damage from this, so someone else is gonna have to volunteer for the
Yeah, I'll
next
go
puzzle.
next, whatever it is.
Hey,
I'm
Timothy,
gonna
would
break
you
the
like
arrow
some
off.
hangover cure?
Instead of pulling it out, because I know that you're not supposed to pull the arrows out.
No, why don't you just pull it out and I'll heal you?
Oh, big brain. I pull the arrow out, and he, I guess, uses your spell to heal me.
Nah, I'm not even gonna use a spell. How much damage did you take?
I took 4.
You heal for 4 because I use lay on hands. Bentley walks up and puts his hand on your shoulder and then moves it away, and it's like you see skin because it's healed. And there's just a hole
Nice.
in your shirt.
What the fuck was that?
Whoa.
Billy, how did you know to do that?
I figured it out
Felix-
after the mech fight.
Oh, I was going to say, Felix kind of chimes in. He says, well, most paladins can do that. It's a very common feat.
He just laid his hands on him.
Yes.
Catch these hands.
That's like a miracle. That's amazing.
It's not that remarkable.
I wonder because like Bentley can do that. I can do. I've been told I can. I accidentally did earlier. I wonder if I could do it? But she's
No,
she's
it's
not gonna
different.
test
Not
it.
exactly the same, but I figured you with your herbs and everything, you're a druid, aren't you?
Sure.
Yeah,
Have
that's
you
what they
figured
told
out
us.
how
That's
to-
what they told me.
Have you figured out how to turn into like a bat yet?
No, I don't think. Is that my only option?
No, I've heard druids turn into all kinds of manner of beast.
So like Beast Boy? You don't know Beast Boy.
Crystal definitely doesn't.
Like
Did
Animorphs.
not watch
Yeah.
Teen Titans.
Yes,
Oh, God.
yes.
Let's stick with the Teen
All
Titans
the way back.
references
It's like-
and not
I know.
creepy books.
And it's
that
like
gave me
Taylor
nightmares
Jacobs is
as a
like, did
kid.
I get stuck? Like, was I like halfway there?
Halfway to a
Yeah.
horse.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I wonder
so
if I can do that. And she just like starts trying to figure out how to.
you just think about the animal really
All
hard.
right,
that you
we'll
wanna
circle
go.
back to that.
Okay, but she's concentrating. She's like, man.
So you guys, are you guys
something
heading into the
majestic.
hallway now?
Yeah.
While
Yes.
we're doing that,
But I keep
Richard
the
wants
bottle.
to talk to Professor Felix Bang for just a quick second. So, Professor, what does your research tell you about the Ancient Ones, and are we should be expecting a lot of booby traps, or like what
Well,
should we expect here?
He, everything I've read, they were very cautious about this in particular falling into the wrong hands. So we do need to keep our wits about us.
Should we be closing the doors behind us so people can't follow us?
He looks and he says, they are closed.
Oh, okay, good.
The doors behind us are closed.
Yes.
Oh. Cool,
Yeah,
cool,
we
cool,
probably,
cool.
probably should keep moving just based on oxygen.
I was
and-
gonna say.
and things like that.
No, those
so-
doors don't seal up too good.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's go down the hallway.
So
Yeah.
you go down the hallway and you come to a room at the end of this one, and there's going to be a door to your left and a door to your right.
Anything else in the room
No.
of note?
It's a very just plain, a lot of plain rooms in here.
So they didn't get a very good interior decorator.
They're
Huh.
too busy working on apparently time travel and interdimensional spaces to worry about interior design.
Or they were just hung over on Boone's farm.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
makes more sense.
So, where's the light coming from? You said there's like
There's like little
sconces and stuff?
sconces with oil in them.
Can we tell how old they are? They magic or?
I mean, make an investigation check.
5. That's like
They
third-
weren't
third
put there
five.
yesterday.
Good, good.
Okay.
They smell old. How about that?
Okay. Well, which
Just do some carbon dating and you can find that exact.
which door do you guys want to go down first?
I think. Have you guys ever been to those like mirror mazes things before, like at the carnival or whatever?
Yeah.
So typically, there's 2 things you could do, right? You can wander around aimlessly, or you could just pick one direction and keep going that every time. We picked right, so maybe we just go right. It might not be the fastest way, but theoretically, we should get to where we're
I'm
going.
thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Let's
Like,
go right.
Let's just be consistent about it instead of zigzagging.
Well, how about we like listen to the door and like knock on the door and see if anything responds to that.
Oh,
We've
that's
already been burned once. Let's not do it again. Literally.
Speaking of, Bentley healed himself, so now he is no longer burned.
Okay, so which door are y'all trying first?
Right. So Amy Ann's going to take the lead. She's going to crouch down next to the door, put her ear kind of not on the door, but near it.
Okay,
Listen. Is there anything?
you don't hear anything.
Going to knock gently on the door.
Nothing.
Try to open it.
Door opens right up.
Okay. Hey.
As you peek in and more sconces light up, you see that the floor is lined with very uniform square tiles.
Oh, no.
And at the center of the room, there appears to be a chest. And at the very back of the room, there is a lever.
I'm not
Do
going
you
in
guys
that
want to
room.
see what the other door leads to before we just jump into this one?
Yeah,
Sure.
we don't need to go down this.
Now we're
anymore.
being cautious.
Well, you made a great point.
Yep.
Yep.
Bentley, hold on 1 second. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a couple copper pieces, and he just tosses them into the room.
Okay, so the copper pieces land, nothing happens.
Okay. Well, the floor isn't falling, so there's that theory out.
The floor's not lava. Sorry.
How about we try the same thing with the left one?
Yeah. Same thing.
Okay, so you go up to it.
Yeah.
You hear a subtle dripping noise, but it sounds like it's off in the distance, almost like this is like a very long corridor.
Okay. Can we open it?
You try to open it, and it does not budge.
Okay. It's locked. This one's locked.
I guess we have to go in the other door then.
Wait,
I mean, just because something's locked doesn't mean.
Wait, what if the lever opens this door?
or I apparently have a lockpick with me. So
I suppose that's
You
an
do
option.
not see anywhere where a lockpick would be applicable to this door.
Taylor. Yeah. Could you kick it down?
Ooh.
You
That's
did
an
such good.
interesting thought.
You did such good with that other door.
oh,
And Fizzlebang
Oh.
goes, I don't think anyone's ever tried that method.
You can hear the shade.
you try and open a puzzle box up, and then you're just like, fuck it, and you just break the box.
Yeah.
Oosh.
Do we
I'm
want to try
torn.
the first room first, and then if nothing happens, then we kick
Miss
the door
Jacobs,
down?
you should just kick it.
Okay. All right, let's
so
do it.
formal, Jimothy.
Oh, did he say Miss Jacobs again?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God. That's a 16.
Okay, so you again, like, you feel that rage building up inside of you, and you just take a deep breath.
All right. Hey, I know I've talked about it a couple times, but if you could just call me Taylor, that would really just be the best thing. Could you do that for me? You too, Bentley, actually.
Bentley's just not listening. He's still looking into the other door.
Bentley?
I kind of want to go get my copper pieces back.
Hey, Bentley, it's this has come up a couple times, and I can feel myself having a strong emotional reaction to it, and so I'm trying to nip that in the bud.
I need you to make another wisdom saving throw from him, like, ignoring you.
Ooh, that's a 16 again.
Whoa.
You just, like, you're practicing that woosah.
Is she going to kick the door down?
She might kick your face down.
She's going to kick you into the door.
Gentlemen,
You get to see what's on the other side.
if you could, please call me Taylor. And she's going to wait for you to say something.
While that's going on, Felix is in, like, his own world, and he's looking at the other door, and he's like, Miss Jacobs, could you come give me a hand with this?
Shit.
We're going to talk about this later. And yeah, she's going to walk over.
He says, there's a small crack here. You seem to be the stoutest of the bunch. You think you could give this one a little shove?
Of course, I'd be happy to. Is that a strength check?
Yes.
Okay, that's a 16.
Okay, describe what you do.
She's actually going to back into it.
Back that thing up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going for, like, the donkey kick.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do it, and it's nothing really happens. And he goes, oh, well, it was worth a shot.
All right. So the other door it is.
Let's go.
Appears to be
Can
that
I-
way.
So where is Bentley in this?
Well, Bentley said he was going after his copper pieces.
Okay. So,
I
yeah.
haven't went in yet. I'm standing at the door, like, looking. I'm
Yeah,
like,
what's your plan?
My plan is to stand only on one single of the square tiles at any given moment.
Okay. Are you doing that now?
I'm going to step onto the first one.
Okay, so you step onto the first one, just a random one.
Yeah, just a random one.
Make me a dexterity saving
Oh,
throw.
16.
So you duck at the last second as 3 darts go flying across the room and almost hit you.
If he had not ducked, about where part of his body would that have hit?
It's about neck level.
Ooh.
Oh, so I could just walk straight.
Good job. Go.
Oh, God. What have I done?
Gotcha, bitch!
Billy's actually going to be like, okay, hey, Jimothy, you want to try taking the next step?
Also,
Yeah,
right?
Timothy and Richard.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and
You just walk through.
Yeah, it's just like
So you
Right
go
above
walking
your head.
through, and it's like you can feel them like buzzing the tower. Like they're just like buzzing through your hair. No big deal. Then I need you to make me a dex saving throw.
So we need to get to the lever on the other side of the room.
wow, that is unfortunate. 4.
Okay, so with a 4, you see as you step on one of the plates, one of them just clips you right in the knee.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Ow.
And I need you to make a con saving throw.
Wait,
Is that
his
also
knee, so
D20?
that would be like everyone
Yes.
else's ankle.
12.
Okay, so with the 12, you will take 4 damage, which is unfortunate. That was max damage for this little dart. And your knee feels a little numb.
I've been poisoned.
It feels numb for a second, but then it seems to go away.
Like my leg or the pain?
The numbness.
Your leg
legitimate.
just
Asking the
disappears. It's invisible now.
It just takes your leg away. Do you keep going?
I've got another leg, so yeah.
Do we see this happening
Yes.
to him? We're all kind of like looking
Yeah.
through the door. Like,
So about the time this happens, I put it to you, you're right next to the treasure chest. I'm sorry, the chest.
oh no.
But
Uh-oh,
I want to
no.
pull. I want to pull the lever,
Oh
Kronk.
no. Okay.
So I guess my choice is, hey guys, do I open the chest or pull the lever?
Pull the lever, Jimmy.
Speaking from video game experience, you probably don't want to open a chest in the middle of empty room.
We can always chest it on the way back.
Yeah.
But Jimmy, don't you like crime?
Don't do it, Jimmy.
God damn it, Jimmy! Don't do it.
Jimmy, just pull the lever.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy, have you ever heard of delayed gratification?
You're either booming, zooming, or cooming, and sometimes I'm all 3.
All right,
I
Jimmy.
want to open the chest.
Oh my god.
Okay, you approach it, and it's locked. But there is a keyhole at the front of it.
And I have thieves' tools.
You do have thieves' tools.
So while he's doing that, can Richard follow the path that he took on
Yeah.
the things? Can I, as I'm doing that, can I examine, can I see a difference in the tiles?
Okay, so one thing you would notice, because not every tile he stepped on shot darts across the room.
Right.
And as you make an investigation check on that. And then, Jimmy, make me a sleight of hand check to see if you can pick this lock.
Dirty 20 on the investigation.
Okay, on the investigation check, you'll notice that some of these tiles have a lot more dust on them than others.
Can I use a good omen dice?
Sure.
A good omen to steal treasure from a...
I'm going to get to save all these bad omens for you guys when you get to the boss fight.
There we go. Much better. Now, that doesn't have my modifier attached to it, does it?
Yeah, you get sleight of hand.
Oh, okay. 15.
Yeah, 15, that'll be enough. The box opens, and as it does, you see at the center of the box a small jeweled dagger.
I take that dagger.
Okay,
Oh, no.
so you take it, and you just like stash it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've got it in my equipment here. I've got rad dagger.
okay.
Now I have dual wielding daggers.
There you go.
All right, that went in a very different direction than I was expecting. I was 100%
Hey, we
thinking
don't
just
know.
a mimic.
We don't.
Yeah.
It could be a mimic. Could be a cursed dagger. We don't know.
Yeah.
So,
do we see him take a dagger?
yeah.
Do we see it?
Taylor's going to be like, oh, good, cool. Glad that wasn't
I
bad.
rolled that loot box and it paid out.
All right, so Rich, I'm guessing you're going to try to step on the ones that have the least dust on them.
That is correct.
You make it to the lever, and as you pull the lever, the other door opens.
Hey guys, you were right. It was the lever.
And as you're doing this, like Fizzlebang's still over there messing with it, the door opens. He goes, "Hey, I got it! I got the door
Cute.
open!"
That's cute.
Bentley's just going to look over at him and be like, good job, buddy.
Like a real academic.
It was a team effort.
Yeah.
Now, Jimmy, and you're chasing or like trying to open the box. Did you notice how Rich got over to the lever?
No, I was completely enthralled with the keyhole.
Okay, so how are you planning to get back to the doorway?
Couldn't he just walk with Richard?
Yeah, well, what's stopping me from going back with him?
Okay.
Is it a piggyback situation?
That just ends up being like two kids in a trench coat kind
Yeah.
of thing. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely happening later now.
Okay, so you guys make it out of there fine.
Yeah, we disarmed. We used all the traps up going that direction.
So before we leave the room, the darts that fell to the floor, are they just on the floor?
No,
Pick
they're
one
like stuck into the wall on the other
up?
side.
Is there one? Could I reach in and like pluck one from the wall?
Yeah,
or-
sure.
Okay.
That's fine.
Is it a poison dart or what can I write?
Put dungeon dart.
Dungeon dart.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I assume that it's
DD, not for
poisonous
Daniel
or?
Defense.
You don't really know what it is.
Okay.
So I have detect poison.
Ooh, okay.
So, but I don't know how to use it yet. So I'm trying to think of a
I feel
rational
like
way.
I feel like crystals detect poison. It's like those strips you put in your drink to see if it's been roofied.
It's her fingernail polish.
Yeah.
She just dips it in and it turns colors.
Oh, so wait, if she hands it to you or something like, oh hey, check this out,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
touch it, your fingernails could change.
Oh,
like
there
it.
it is.
Ah,
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
I like it.
Yeah,
Can I
all right.
touch it and see?
Yeah, so
Touch.
it definitely detects as poisonous.
Cool. I don't know if it'll tell me what. Like I don't know if I'm.
Now we'll circle back to that
Okay.
later. As you go to the other door, the one that just opened, you find a long hallway, and as you look down it, more sconces fire up, and you see what appears to be a large room at the end of the hallway. No need to take this offline. Overworked and Underplayed will circle back after these messages. How do you proceed?
Are there tiles on the floor?
No, these are more of the normal stones you've seen.
Well, guys, let's just go. Amy Ann will go first and start walking down the hallway.
Okay. Nothing happens. Not every room has to be dangerous. And so you make it to the end and you find another room about the size of the rotunda. And it appears to have a mural at the far end, like opposite of the way you came in. And you see several weird looking objects and a big circular whirlpool at the other side of it. And
What color is it?
the whirlpool
Mm-hmm.
is purple.
Oh,
Mm.
that's familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And Amy Ann, you would remember having some kind of weird dream involving a purple whirlpool in a mirror.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Do you mention that?
No.
Okay. That's fine.
You're like, it was just a nitrous oxide induced
It
high.
could
Yeah.
have been. Yeah. Yeah,
It's like,
definitely.
we party hard in the Amanda household. We
She
had
starts
sugar.
seeing things that no one else
Yeah,
can see.
she said, yeah, it's like we get really crazy after 10 p.m.
Oh
and
my
we
gosh,
break
we're in
out
bed
the
by
sugar
9:30.
snacks. Yeah, on
Does it-
special occasions.
Is it reminiscent of the scene from Road to El Dorado where they're like throwing things into the whirlpool?
Like as
Kinda.
a sacrifice? or
Yeah,
something?
well, it not really so much of a sacrifice. You see, it almost looks like hieroglyphics, like with two-dimensional figures. You see, like, you're not really sure what they are, but you can tell that there's some kind of object of importance, and they all seem to come together at this whirlpool.
Professor, does this look familiar to you?
He looks, he says, I don't know that anyone's seen this in, Lord, hundreds, if not thousands of years, possibly. He steps close and he's looking. He goes, this will take some time to figure out what's going on. And now, are you all inside this room
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
at this point?
Yep.
So as you guys, like the last one of you steps in here, the door behind you just slams shut.
Ooh.
All of them have been doing that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not all of them, just the main
Main one.
entrance. And as you guys have all filed in here and he's looking at the inscription, do any of you want to do like an investigation check or what are you doing?
Amy Ann is just going to start kind of like tracing her finger on the whatever's on the wall.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll a 5. So
All right. Is anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, can I investigate?
Yeah, what specifically are you wanting to look at?
I want to look at the whirlpool more,
Okay.
but I don't want to touch it
Okay.
because I'm afraid.
All right, so roll investigation, you're looking at the whirlpool. What's anyone else doing?
I want to walk around the room and see if anything stands out or looks like it could house an object.
Okay. So-
Richard wants to see if there's any other doors. Like, is this a one way in, one way out kind of situation?
Okay.
I got a 16.
Okay, so 16. You see right at the center of the whirlpool, there appears to be the smallest separation between the stone surrounding the whirlpool and at the very center of it. Almost as if they are two different pieces of stone. So Taylor and Richard, y'all were both kind of doing similar things. What did
Mhm.
y'all get?
An 11.
11?
3.
Okay, so Richard, you don't really, like, you're feeling around the walls and everything. You're not really sensing anything. Taylor, when you get to one of the two walls, you feel almost like air coming in from one of them. Like you feel a draft.
Hey guys, there's like a draft coming from this side.
Ooh.
Would someone else like get some eyes over here?
Yeah. I'll walk over.
Okay. The closer you look, the more you realize you're like, this wall doesn't appear to be as solid maybe as it appeared at first.
Can we start pushing on it?
You can. Make a strength check.
Ooh, I hope it's like a Scooby-Doo door where it like rotates around
Oh,
and then
that'd be
like
cool.
no one else is paying
yeah.
attention and not they're in a different room.
Oh, that would have been a good idea.
So when you keep saying strength, you mean athletics?
Athletics?
Yes,
You're just
sorry,
saying
sorry,
athletics.
that's-
Okay. That's okay.
Taylor's also helping with that, and it's a 21.
Okay.
And then that's a dirty 20.
Okay. So you guys
We're
push.
so buff.
Yeah, we are.
We look so cool. right now.
Yeah.
So you guys push as hard as you can, and you don't really feel the wall move away from you at all.
Oh,
Like,
it's a sliding door.
is anybody else doing anything?
Can I cast a detect magic?
You know what? Yeah, we'll see what happens. When you cast it, you see that one of the objects, the weird-looking objects on the wall of the mural, all light up.
Okay.
And then at the center of the whirlpool, that lights up. But only you see that. It's not like it lights up for it. Well, as far as you know, everybody sees it lighting up. I take that back.
Okay. Like, you guys saw that, right? Like, there's stuff lighting up on the walls, and there's stuff lighting up in the middle of the whirlpool.
I don't actually see anything, Crystal.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, come on. It's, like, right there. Like, it's right there. And she's gesturing, like...
Is Taylor going to start agreeing with her? Just
Everyone's like getting gas. Everyone's like not sure if she's serious or if she's just trying to gaslight them because that's what she does.
Well, it's like, I guess I need to bring up the fact that when I did my investigation earlier, the whirlpool and the stone basin that it's kind of in are not connected.
Okay, well, I guess you guys can't see that, so there are tiles on the wall that are lighting up. Like, I don't really get it, but that's probably, like, someone who gets it will probably be able to figure it out.
You see Felix, he pipes in, he goes, interesting. And he goes over to where Jimothy is. He starts feeling the whirlpool. Like, he has no fear whatsoever at this point. And as he touches the center,
Uh-oh.
you see as the stone pushes in and it starts retracting. And he's like, well, that did something. And then Amy Ann and Taylor, y'all would hear what sounds like rocks grinding on each other and would see as the two side walls of the room start retracting backwards.
Like going up?
Yeah, they're going up.
Okay.
And I say retracting
It was
backwards.
fucking
Retracting
Oh my God.
backwards.
They're retracting upwards. Sorry.
It's okay.
And
It was curtains the whole time.
yeah, it was curtains. So, Crystal, you still see all the objects lit up, but the part of the whirlpool has now gone dim.
Oh, so cool. We just need to press buttons and something interesting will happen. And she walks up to another of the panels that's lit up and she just presses it.
As she does that, the one for the whirlpool pops back out. The one she pressed popped back out.
I don't get it.
The walls still are going upwards. And as you guys look, the rooms on each side of this look empty, but you see what looks like little bits of metal or something, like almost like they're floating in those rooms.
Uh-oh.
What do you guys do?
Do you guys see that? Should we be worried?
Professor
In fact-
presses another panel.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say, roll initiative.
1.
Me too. What the hell?
Why are the dice gods mad at me today?
Amy Ann rolled a 2 total.
Gotta go to dice jail.
I know. I'm running out of D20s.
You want to use one of mine?
Okay, Bentley, what did you get?
I got a 17.
Taylor Jacobs.
10.
Crystal.
2.
Jimothy.
17.
Richard.
6.
All right. Bentley and Jimothy, who goes first?
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'm going in, boys.
All right, so Bentley, you're going to be second.
Yep.
Do you need this back?
You might want to hold on to it.
Oh my god.
I don't like that.
That's not a good sign.
I don't like that at all.
Okay, so at the top of the order is Jimothy. So you would notice that when they pressed the whirlpool one in, that
The dishwasher started.
yeah, that it stayed in, but
good.
then she pressed one of the random ones in, and I rolled for which one she did, because she didn't say one in specific or anything or ask what they even were.
Nope.
And it popped back out. So what do you do?
Crystal, can you tell me? We need to press another one. Can you tell me which other ones are lit up?
And the whirlpool lit back up when it popped out, just to let you know.
Oh, well, I pressed this one, and she gestures to the one she pressed.
Okay,
And
so the one she gestured to is in the shape of a skull.
Oh, that's bad. Okay, what other ones are there?
how many are there?
You're going to have to point those out on your turn. There's 5 in total.
So I have to wait then.
Yes.
My action is asking her which ones are lit up.
Okay, so do you want to hold your action to press one based on her answer?
No, I'm just gonna press one.
Which one are you pressing?
I'm gonna go the farthest to the right. I'm gonna press that one.
You don't know where it is
So he doesn't, yeah, because they're lit up.
because they're
Oh,
lit
yeah,
up
I
for
can-
her,
See the ones that are lit up.
but it's a big wall like a mural.
Ah, shit. Thought they were individual tiles. Okay, yeah, I guess I gotta wait. What I want to do is press another button. I just don't know where the buttons are.
Yeah, I'm going to say one more time. When you pressed the whirlpool, it stayed in the first time. And then she pressed the skull, and it made both of them pop out. The doors are still opening, and you still see this weird shimmer, and it appears that there's like some stuff floating around in the space in these two rooms. The doors have not fully opened, and it is your turn. You have 10 seconds to tell me what you're going to do, or we're moving on.
Okay, since they're not fully open, but I'm small, I'm gonna try to slide under one.
Okay, so as you go to try to slide under one,
Oh.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's shitty. That'd be a 7.
Okay, you take 11 acid damage
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
and basically fall backwards away from it as you realize that there is something occupying the space on the other side of those two doors.
Oh, God.
And as you get closer, you realize it's almost gelatinous in nature.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Marcel.
Yes, a
And
classic.
You see, actually, as you're now closer to it, you see like what appears to be some bones floating around in this space.
Oh no.
The whole thing?
We got to figure out how to shut these doors.
In my mind, it's just the villain from the Jimmy Neutron movie that are eggs.
What?
Not exactly. I would say you've used a third of your movement. Would you like to scurry backwards away from it now?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, yeah. So you on all fours, you're like scurrying away as like you've got acid burns on your arm, your left arm this time.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that's Jimmy's turn. It is now Bentley.
Bentley wants to. I mean, he doesn't know which buttons to press either. So I'm going to ready an action and press. And I'll move and press the one that Crystal says.
Which one did Chris? Oh, so you're
Well, her
ready. So
turn.
you're holding your action until she identifies the buttons.
Yes.
Okay.
In
All right.
the hopes that I will.
In
Noted.
hopes that she will.
All right. So next is Felix Fizzlebang. He goes, let's see what happens if I do this again. And he presses the whirlpool button again, and it retracts in, and it stays retracted in. And he says, I think there is a sequence to this.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
And that is his turn. Let's see here. It is now something's turn, but it does not move because the doors aren't fully retracted. So it is now Taylor Jacobs.
So she is, after Professor Fizzlebang says that she's going to make her way to the door to be of assistance. How many buttons?
So I would say this. In the time you have on your turn, Crystal could tell you how many things she sees lit up.
How many things?
4.
Okay, so we need 4 people over here.
Maybe? I don't know.
She's going to ready her sword,
Okay.
having seen Jimothy get burned and having to run back.
So you do that. It is now Richard Cox.
What I wanted Richard to have been doing prior to this happening was taking a picture of the mural because he thought it looked cool. So I guess he'll be putting his phone away.
I'm just imagining like you were in the middle of taking a selfie and all hell breaks loose behind you. So it's probably a really entertaining picture.
The selfie just shows Jimothy getting
And
burned.
just burns. You see the acid. Richard is going to, with shortness, can he ask Crystal for one other thing other than skull that's glowing?
Okay, yeah.
The star symbol is also glowing.
Okay, and so he'll follow Taylor's advice and he'll move over towards the star symbol.
Okay. It is now Amy and Amanda.
I think Amy Ann would hear everybody talking to Crystal about symbols on the wall. She can't see them, but she's just going to try to. How far away is it?
You're going to be about 15 feet.
Okay, so she's going to use her movement all the way to go over to the wall and just start running her hands across it.
Okay. So you're doing that, and your hand lands on the symbol of a sword. It depresses into
Sorry,
the
guys.
wall, and you hear a click, and then all the symbols pop back out.
Okay.
So it pops back out. The whirlpool pops back out.
Do the doors?
No, the doors are still opening.
But all of the symbols
Basically, the trap reset,
are... Okay.
but the doors are still opening, and the things are still trying to approach.
Okay. That's all she can do.
All
I
right.
think.
So it is now Crystal.
Oh my god. No pressure. Okay, so can you name all of the shapes?
Yes. So everyone knows the whirlpool.
Uh-huh.
You identified the skull, which is the one you're next to.
Uh-huh.
There is the star. There's the sword, which Amy Ann just found. And then there is a fish.
Fish makes me feel like flooding. Can she ask Fizzlebang to press the thing back in?
Does Fizzlebang is getting ready to press the whirlpool button.
Okay. So all that's left that hasn't been pressed is the fish?
Yes.
All right, let's give it a go. She's going to press the fish.
Fizzlebang presses the whirlpool, and then
Mhm.
you're going to press the fish.
Mhm.
Okay. So that will bring us back to the top of the order, which is Jimothy. You are on the ground.
Yeah.
Scurried back away from whatever it is, and at the end of the round, the doors have fully retracted.
Okay. So I'm going to throw out a suggestion here that I think we need to press the symbols before we press the whirlpool button. That's my idea, which is unfortunate because the whirlpool's already been pressed, but maybe someone can like toggle that.
He hasn't pressed it. He was getting ready to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which symbol is still available? Sword?
Skull.
Crystal, where's the skull at?
And she points to the location on the wall. Where
So
the
I
skull
run
is.
over to that. Guys, I think we need to press the buttons down before pressing the whirlpool. Are we okay with doing that first?
That makes sense.
Yep.
All right, so can we all give that the click in and then Professor Fizzlebang press his whirlpool?
Okay. What we're going to do is, so basically, y'all are going to act as one block, and depending on what happens, anything else will act. And then resolution will come back to the top of the order if everyone's in agreement with that course of action.
That sounds
Yeah.
fair.
So basically, what happens, so you're going to press the skull first.
Correct.
Okay, so you press the skull first. As you do, you see that almost translucent shape moves out 5 feet from those walls. So now the room is about 10 feet narrower, if that makes sense. And it'll continue to do so every turn until there's no room left.
Okay.
So you got about 3 rounds to figure this one out.
Okay.
And you press the skull, and it resets the trap. And Fizzlebang goes, I think we have to press the whirlpool first, and we have to do them in a certain order that might make some kind of sense. He says, Crystal, I believe you are onto something with the fish. Whirlpools are in water, and fish are in water. So I'm going to press the whirlpool, and then when you get a chance, press the fish.
I like it. Okay.
So that's what Fizzlebang wants to attempt. Does anyone have any suggestions for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th?
So Richard's thought is that perhaps it's some sort of chronology thing. So, fish, and then we move maybe into sword, and then maybe to star, and then skull or something like that. Like,
What about skull and star?
Like, what if it's the cycle of the universe where it's like Big Bang?
yeah, so that's kind of what
Fish.
Richard's thinking. So
So it's
maybe,
like
maybe star actually is before
Star,
fish.
fish, sword, death.
Yeah.
I think that's a good point.
But I think we go with Fizzlebang suggestion first because we have not yet pressed the.
We haven't
We
pressed
have not
star
pressed
or
the
fish.
We have pressed star,
Oh, you did?
didn't we?
No, I went to the star, but
you
I
went
haven't
to the
pressed
star,
it
but
yet.
you haven't pressed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taylor's gonna pipe in and be like, "If the room gets too narrow, we're gonna stack on top of each other."
Oh God. Okay,
That
so
means
what
you're
order?
on the
What
literal
order are y'all
wall.
going to try to press these in?
What if these are just emojis, y'all? Like, it feels like these are emojis.
Could be.
It's funny you say that because upon closer inspection, they do appear like emojis. Fizzlebang chimes in. I really think fish is the second one.
Okay, let's
He
do
has
that
no
then.
The
idea.
DM is hinting that fish is the second
Yep.
one. Maybe
Yeah.
we should do that first.
Yeah.
Let's try the star, fish, sword, death.
Wait.
No.
So
Whirlpool of
fish.
fish.
So Richard still thinks the evolution thing, right? So maybe they were an aquatic-based species, right? They got some sword fighting thing, Age of Bronze. They
my
became
God.
star travelers, and then their species died out.
Ooh, I like that. That's
Yep,
cool.
that makes sense to me. Let's do that.
I think they look like emojis, and I'm trying to think of all the emoji meanings.
But if we're going
Can
with the
she-
Big Bang Theory
okay,
of
so-
existence and star particles,
Yeah, it could be either one. We can
This
try.
is
We
a
have a
lot.
couple of turns to try it.
Can she, using her knowledge of texting and of MLM overuse of emoji, would she be able to think of a rational order in which these emojis would be?
I'm
put
going to
in?
go with no.
Damn it.
She's under a lot of pressure.
We'll go with Richard's plan first.
Okay, Richard, say them.
Whirlpool, fish, sword, star, skull.
Okay, so whirlpool clicks into place. Fish clicks into place. When you do sword, Crystal would see it flash, and they all pop back out.
Didn't work.
And you see as the masses move ever closer to you guys.
Okay, but the fish, so whirlpool fish, yes. Once we got to the third one, no. So whirlpool fish, what? Could this be sushi?
Ooh, delicious.
Ooh. So it should be death then, because the whirlpool, the fish is in the whirlpool, dies somehow.
Yeah.
Death. Then.
Cut up.
Yeah.
And then awesome, because it's a star.
Yeah.
Love it.
You know what? Let's do that.
All right.
That works.
Yep.
All right, so you're doing whirlpool,
Yep.
Uh-huh.
fish,
Fish.
Death.
skull,
Yep.
Yes.
Sword.
sword, and then star.
And star.
Yep.
Because amazing. Sparkly sushi.
Okay, so you see as like little bits of dust and things are like sizzling away as those things inch ever closer. You press in the whirlpool, it clicks into place. You press in fish, it clicks into place. You press in skull, it clicks into place. You press in sword, it clicks into place. You press in star, it clicks into place. And the whirlpool itself opens up like a door into another room.
Ooh.
Okay, we go. But also, I would like for the whole room to recognize that this was sushi, and I was right.
So it's funny, it was supposed to be sushi. That was really well done. Really well done. You all get into the room and you hear you see as like the cubes are almost being retracted back into their other spaces and those doors close. But as you enter the main room, you find a massive domed room and lots of inscriptions along the walls. And you see as Felix is walking along them, reading them, and he says, "We found it. The great Ori." And he points out, he says, "There it is, the key to all of this." And he goes to a pedestal in the center of the room, and he holds it up. And he says, "The astral projector." And you see as he is holding up a projector.
Yes. Love it.
A gratitude today keeps the haters away, and that's why we want to thank you for listening to Overworked and Underplayed. You just heard Alex Capps as our DM, Annalyn Hardy as Taylor Jacobs, Katie as Crystal 2.0, Marjorie as Amy Ann, Marcel Hardy as Richard Cox, Tyler as Bentley, and Kyle as Jimmy Sticks. Episodes are edited by Marcel, and Circle Back episodes are edited by Katie. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll circle back in 2 weeks on May 18th for the next episode. You can help us get the word out by rating, reviewing, and subscribing wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also follow us on social at OwnUpPod, that's OWNUPPOD, subreddit r/OwnUp.
As you enter, Amy Ann, you notice a small object on the ground in this room. You lean down and pick it up. It looks very familiar, almost like a friendship bracelet. And as you reach down to pick it up, you see a very similar one on your own wrist. And as you read the letters on it, it reads Amanda DDS.